There's also some drama. Apparently, there's a second content nuke that is, I guess, the hit the timelines, and I'm in the content nuke apparently, but it's not a content nuke alone. It's also a lawsuit. It turns out Ethan's initial content nuke, by his own estimation, by his own statements, was actually a trick. He wanted to basically sue everyone that watches the content nuke. You know, Mr. Copyright Infringement is trying to litigate the resentment that people feel towards him once again, which I think is very weird. And he's launched a lawsuit against Frogan, Denims, and Kaceytron. Now, a lot of people watched his content nuke. I don't know why he only sued those people. I mean, I watched his content nuke as well, his context nuke, but I don't know. This is so stupid. I don't know what to say about it, but here's the Dick Sardanox thing I saw from it.
That I formulated an idea. What if I could make a long-form, irresistible piece of content that I knew that these streamers couldn't resist? They couldn't avoid the temptation of watching it the second it was published.
I don't have an issue with them.
It's not that I wanted these people to steal my video. It's that I knew they would. I knew they would watch the entire video, add little to no commentary, react to it instantly, giving them no time to form an opinion. The trap was set, and it worked even.
Yeah, except I didn't do any of those things, which I feel like is a major failure of a trap. He begged me to watch it for months. He cried on camera that I just refused to watch it. And then I even told him I'd watch it alongside him if necessary. Your prediction on this one, even as a joke, on the money as usual. I even suspected that he might do some nonsensical bullshit like this. And then I ended up watching it months later to fundraise, and it's a 8-hour reaction for even half of the content nuke. So I guess that kind of failed. So now he's just going after people who he perceives as defenseless, smaller content creators that he can possibly litigate to try to secure a litigation victory after he got a shit pushed in by a billionaire that he defamed, Brian Kavanaugh. So now he's just like desperate to get a win somewhere. I don't even know if this will work in his favor. I don't even know if this was like a masterful gambit from the start. Like, I don't even know if this was like a setup, because it doesn't make sense. Because on the one hand, why would you admit that you were doing entrapment? Like, you wanted people to go react to your video. You said you wanted people to go react to your video. You said anyone and everyone can even, make money off of your videos in the past when we had a podcast together, only to then turn around and be like, actually, I got you. You reacted to my video and therefore you're done. He claims you're watching it was fair use, unlike those he's suing. I thought about not responding to this, but it's so silly that he was like, he's openly admitting that he was baiting me into a lawsuit and then it didn't work. So now he's just like going after other people that reacted to it as well. He wanted everyone to watch it. He wanted more eyeballs to see this video. He wanted as many eyeballs to see this video, so much so that he like tanked his Twitch channel because he was playing it 24/7. And now that more eyeballs actually saw it, he's upset.
Better than I imagined it would. We captured pretty much every large streamer reacting to it in its entirety.
You said you suspected this was his plan? Oh my God, I just realized what Ethan's plan was all along. I was suspecting that he was going to probably try to like hit me with a DMCA while I was watching it live, so he could be like, haha, I fucked you over or something. But it turns out he wants me to kill myself. He wants me to endure some of the most bottom of the barrel, washed in fucking 2014 ass commentary and editing, so that if I go through a 4-minute segment of this, I will probably end up killing myself or just simply die. As a matter of fact, I'm not even like kill myself physically, but just die from the pure horror. Maybe both. Hasan, he absolutely did not make the nuke with this in mind. He's just acting now. He thinks he's in a way that a villain would act. Yeah, it's kind of sad either way. Like, it's sad in so many different ways. The reason why it's sad in so many different ways is because, like, then, okay, the content nuke was actually bullshit. Like, you don't actually think I'm a fucking terrorist. You just slandered your Muslim former podcast co-host as a fucking terrorist for what? This trap that you could launch against potentially him and all these other content creators who watch it. Like, that was your brilliant plan. Like, the terrorism stuff was actually nothing. Cool, man. Thanks. the demands for deplatforming that are baked into the video. Very strange stuff. But I guess the slander doesn't end there, because in the Denims lawsuit, I'm compared to the Grand Mufti HasanAbi al-Husseini. Al-Husseini meets Adolf Hitler, November 28th, 1941. Al-Husseini with his close friend Heinrich Himmler. In the wake of October 7th, Hassan emerged as the modern incarnation of the Grand Mufti HasanAbi al-Husseini. Like al-Husseini, Hassan became a passionate advocate and highly charismatic leader of the Palestinian cause. Like al-Husseini, Hassan used his massive platform to spread genocidal rhetoric about anyone advocating for the right of Jewish self-determination in their ancestral homeland, i.e. Zionists. The primary difference between Hassan and al-Husseini is that al-Husseini worked with the Nazis and advocated for the annihilation of the Jews, while Hassan advocates for the annihilation of all Zionists. Since the vast majority of Jews in the United States say caring about Israel is essential or important, this would necessarily include the vast majority of Jews, even if they support the Palestinian cause and vehemently condemn the actions of the Israeli government. The vast annihilation of Zionists. Zionism is a political ideology. And I don't think I've ever said we must annihilate. I'm not even going to finish that, because he's going to clip this out of context and then use it in his next lawsuit probably. But what a ridiculous lawsuit. Like, he just had to do a little bit of, he just had to add a little bit of defamation in there as well. Just sneak in some defamation for no reason. Like, what the I agree with the bottom line of this video. When someone reacts to a video without any reaction, shouldn't have it. Maybe I'm insane. No, but that's the reason why he's trying to use this as a form of attack, so that people like you who have this opinion, he knows that he can't litigate this issue on the basis of his support for Israel. Okay. So now he's trying to litigate this issue on the basis of react content, which is more in line with the normal kind of drama that he engages with, and that a lot of onlookers, such as yourself, will go, well, I kind of agree with that. He made this YouTube video. He has every right to sue people for copyright. That's it. The only intelligent part about this is redirecting his animosity to a better playing field. Asmongold's reaction got millions of views and he barely said anything in the reaction. Yeah, I suspect that Asmongold's reaction was, I mean, not as transformative, but certainly complimentary, which is precisely the reason why he doesn't have an issue with that. Interesting stuff. Here is what I was talking about, and I think when we had the podcast together, even back then.
Oh, I want to say a little show note. Okay. Here's to all the industrial entrepreneuring spirits out there. I am opening our IP to the world. This is a message with peace and love.
You can now make your own H3 podcast. That's right, everyone.
I guess you could.
What you mean?
That's not what I mean.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not what I mean. No.
Gotcha.
You can't make a fake H3 podcast, although you probably could, actually, because I don't think anyone would mistake it.
I mean, if it's a parody, you can do whatever you want.
Anyone would mistake it. So our IP is open. I got inspired by Hassan. He has the Hassan Industrial Complex. But I want the Ethan Industrial Complex. I think it's a good idea. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
And it's actually crazy how like many people are seemingly making a decent living.
Yeah, I mean, this is a desperate attempt to grab on to any sort of controversy and drama. I'm sure that me reacting to it is actually playing into exactly what he wanted to do. But the reason why I wanted to talk about this is specifically so that you guys go and show support to Denims, Frogan, and Kaceytron, because obviously he has a ton of money and he's going to use the ton of money that he has to bully other content creators who don't have a ton of money and try to win some kind of public opinion battle. That is partially the reason why he went after Frogan, Denims, and Kaceytron. These are people who get insane lines of attack, and most people don't choose to defend them. I don't think he actually wanted the smoke, which is precisely the reason why he didn't like try to do this for me or any other content creators who reacted to his context puke, which, by the way, was his wishes. That was his desire. His desire from the start was for everyone and anyone to watch this, so that everyone could know about the dangers of me being a terrorist. He said it in the context nuke on numerous occasions. But like I said, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because we should show support to the content creators he is unjustifiably attacking. And that's it. Yeah. Malicious lawsuit is the name of the game. It's so funny in this video. He says XQC and Asman he wants to be cool with, and yet XQC had him have that whole debate where he did the worm. Yeah, I mean, Ethan Klein is very similar to Donald Trump in many ways. Donald Trump will let bygones be bygones as long as you offer fealty or as long as he can use you. Ethan sees Asmongold and XQC as allies. Ethan sees a bunch of neo-Nazis as reliable allies because they all fucking despise me. And that's precisely the reason why he's perfectly fine with aligning with them and working with them because he operates on the enemy of my enemy is my friend attitude. That's it. Pathetic, immoral, desperate man, a 40-year-old still doing shit like this. I think he's beyond upset that the nuke failed in every way. The main goal of stopping Assange's infiltration of mainstream media was a massive failure. The goal to deplatform and make smaller creators featured in the video lose viewers backfired tremendously. Every small streamer that was featured has reached unprecedented levels of success after the video. That too. That probably pisses him off. So I think he's trying to he's trying to throw money at the problem and frivolous lawsuits. I don't know what the goal here is. Breaking React content in general. After saving fair use, Ethan Klein will now kill fair use. One man's conquest to initially create a precedent that saved fair use, that basically unfolded this new era of content creation without fear of frivolous lawsuits, is now going to turn back into, what is this? Okay, stop showing me this fucking bullshit. Stop. Please, can this be the last coverage? Yes, it will absolutely be the last coverage.